Hey you spiky-haired Gen Zers! I will now be ranking the studio albums of English new prog stadium rockers Muse. Number 9 is Simulation Theory. Inspired by films from the 80s, the band decided to ditch the prog rock sound to a more electronic rock sound. Some good songs and ideas, but mostly it's full of filler that doesn't hit the mark. Number 8 is Will of the People. The band's most recent album. It does have better material than the previous with a return to their heavier sound, but it does not come close to their earlier material. Lyrically, the band deal with topics of political dissent but don't really take a specific side, making their pleas very lifeless and cliché. Number 7 is The Resistance. One of the band's albums with the greatest of heights. It sees the band try new styles, with a mix of synth-pop, stadium rock, symphonic rock and orchestral music. While the scope is gargantuan and pompous, it does miss the mark quite a bit when it comes to material, with some horrible lyrics throughout too. Number 6 is Drones. The band's only narrative concept album. It tells an interesting story to do with mind control, war and politics. Musically, it sees the band flirt with progressive rock and metal and at times cock rock. Containing some of the band's secret best songs, it does have some minor filler, but the conceptual side makes it a bit more enjoyable. Number 5 is The Second Law. The scope of what was sought after on The Resistance is very much accomplished on this album, containing some of the band's greatest pop songs, but with experimental electronic production, taking influence from dubstep and symphonic rock. One of the band's most successful albums for good reason. The material written and sung by bassist Chris Wolstenholme are a great interesting touch to the band's sound as well. Number 4 is Origin of Symmetry. The album that catapulted the band into the mainstream. Sonically, it saw the band reach bigger heights with their sound and production, taking influence from space rock and electronica, creating a very unique sound for the band. Containing some of the band's all-time classics, it is one of the band's crowning achievements, even if some of the material is a bit overdrawn. Number 3 is Showbiz. The band's debut album. It saw them take the alternative rock sound created after the grunge and Britpop movements but take it further with elements of prog, noise, electronic and symphonic rock. The talent on display from the band right out of the gate is astounding, with some of the band's strongest hidden gems which would be great to hear back in circulation in their live sets. A great introduction the band gave to the world. Number 2 is Absolution. The album that made them superstars. It really is an iconic achievement, both material-wise and scope, creating epic atmospheres with cinematic orchestration and creative use of electronics. It is a credit to the band's musical ability. Each song has its own character with no filler throughout. The album is close to perfection and is one of the band's monumental achievements. In my opinion, the best Muse album is Black Holes and Revelations. While Absolution showed what the band was capable of, this was the perfect follow-up, upping everything achieved scope-wise. Musically inspired by film soundtracks, it moves through a great mix of orchestration with electronic production that sounds like something from another planet, containing some of their most poppiest sounding songs but not losing their prog edge. There is also a level of fun not found on other Muse albums. This can be seen in the lyrics, where there is a joyous playfulness but serious when it needs to be. A great mix of styles showing off fully what the band can do in creating their strongest album from start to finish, and one of the greatest modern rock albums. Thanks for watching. Look at Matt Bellamy's hair, the influence for Sonichu. Recommend me another band to do this with, or else I'll give you Stockholm Syndrome.